BJD fans, I'm Adela, and this is part 1 of my Sugarble Sugarsleek body review. Part 1 covers posing ability, part 2 covers aesthetics, it's a photo gallery with text commentary. If you want to check that out, the link's in my description. Our model here is Adela. She's 26 centimeters, which is USD or tiny size. She's on the revamped Glamour body. Sugarble modified their original bodies to give their joints more range and more mobility, and also to change the looks of it. I highly suggest you check out the website because they have information on that. So these dolls don't have head caps, they have face plates, which I'm not too thrilled about because I do not like touching face. But, so I can gently remove that. As you can see, she only has one magnet in there. It's also signed by the sculptor, which is cool. But if you look here, she has 3 magnets. So those 2 extra magnets are for optional accessories like ears or horns, stuff like that. So Sugarble offers a lot of cool stuff like that. She has an S-hook in there, and the knot is visible. Put that back on. There we go. Okay, so I did go ahead and suede her neck. And a real quick thing, there's 2 types of Sugarsleek bodies. There's R and S. This one's R. And the only difference between them is that S has a smaller head, so that's probably going to affect mobility here. So, for some reason, she can tilt her head further to her left than to her right. Not sure of the reasoning for that. She can move it pretty far back. Decently far back. And she can move forward. I also sueded her shoulders, which is difficult because it's so small. I did notice that her shoulders aren't quite as round as they are in other dolls, and I believe it allows her to lift her arm a little higher. But other than that, it's pretty normal. Her elbows are single jointed. I'm going to turn her head just in case she didn't hit herself in the face. And this is one of the things that Sugarble modified for the better because she has a lot of range for single jointed elbows, which is really cool. I was going to suede it here since it's so kicky, but as you can see, it just kind of pulls the joint out of the socket, so it wouldn't be very useful. Turn her head back. See her pretty face. So her wrists were modified. Originally they were magnetic. And it's really not a big loss that these aren't magnetic because it's really easy to change her hands. And her mobility is, it's okay. And she has some range there. And she could turn. She has a pelvic joint, and this only serves one purpose, and that's to pop it forward. And it doesn't even really look that bad back here. So it can't lean back, it can't move side to side, that's its only purpose. But that seam doesn't bother me even though it has such a small purpose. So her hip joints, I really question the design here. It looks nice right now, for one thing. She can't turn them. When she goes to sit, it still looks pretty nice. And, you know, if you keep them spread like that, she can sit up pretty straight. See, that's starting to look odd, but I'll show you that in a second. If you want to keep them together, that's as far back she can go, so you have to pop that torso forward. But if you look back here, this is what I question. I don't understand this hollowed out part with these hooks here. And if you look in there, the strings are crossed. So, because of that, she can't spread her legs. They're kind of stuck like that. I do suspect that if you uncross the strings, it's going to cause issues because it's not going to want to fit into place here. But I might try it later. It's just a really weird design. Her knees are single jointed, but they were modified so they can bend back a little further than they could before. It's pretty decent. Her ankles were modified. I believe there was an extra piece in here. Not anymore, it's kind of unnecessary. She could turn them with ease. This is like the normal position, you can push it back. And she could extend it pretty decently far. So I think this is a really cool body. And I think it's great that Sugarble addressed issues that the original body had and attempted to fix them. Overall, I really like it. It's just really odd, this section here. I think maybe they could fix that, but everything else is pretty good. She does have a little issue with her arm kind of popping out like that, but that's because she's really small and delicate and the resin's pretty thin, so there's really no help in that. So that's it for part 1. If you'd like to check out part 2, the link is in my description. Thank you for watching.